What's up, my bearded people? So today we're coming back with you with another Nuke's Top 5 video. This time it's the top 5 ghost videos to scare your inner demons. Let's see what we think about this today.
This is a lengthier video, so hope you guys got your popcorn. This is gonna be a good one.
Well, the great thing about YouTube is you can pause.
You can, we can pause, but if we pause, we're gonna be a 45-minute feature-length film. So we just got to be careful with this one today. Let's get into it.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Lighthouse Keeper. If you're one of the very few people who have never watched BuzzFeed Unsolved on YouTube, the series can basically be summarized like this. It's sort of a ghost hunting show, but not a typical one. The show has 2 hosts, Ryan and Shane. Now, Shane is a diehard skeptic of the paranormal.
One's got to be
Anytime
a skeptic.
there's like any chance of sort of any kind of mechanical failure or just doors in general, people are always like, well, the door open, so that's ghost. I don't want to argue with you on this. If you find it compelling, I'm happy for you.
I do find it compelling, yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm happy for me too.
Good.
And then there's Ryan, who is the polar opposite. It might even be just a bit too scared of the supernatural.
Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid.
Mouse runs across the floor.
Lights turn on.
In each
The automatic light.
Allegedly
motion
haunted
sensor.
places and investigate the search for real paranormal evidence.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate St. Augustine Lighthouse as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? No.
In this episode, they are investigating
There's
the
some good stuff
notoriously
from
haunted
old
St.
Taps,
Augustine
actually.
Lighthouse
Oh,
in Florida. The lighthouse was completed in 1874 and has seen its fair share of tragedy over the nearly 200 years that it has been guiding sailors home from the sea. BuzzFeed Unsolved hosts Ryan and Shane begin their investigation at the historic Lightkeeper's house, which is right beside the lighthouse. People say that they have heard the endless and painful coughing of the spirit of a man named William Harn. He was the very first keeper of the lighthouse back in the 1800s.
How do they know that the
Harn
coughing is
tragically
that
passed
one
away
person?
inside the house
Could
of
be anybody.
malaria.
Anybody
and
coughs.
Not to mention, with the Rona going around today, everybody coughs. That's not
Very
even going to be
true.
a calling card anymore.
lung disease, tuberculosis. When they try to reach out to the spirit of William, the 2 friends capture something truly bizarre.
Alright, we're gonna give you some silence here, William. If there's anything you'd like to say to us, maybe a message you wish you could have communicated before you left Earth. I'm gonna set him on these little tiny chairs and make me look like you. Gonna give you some silence right now.
I thought he was joking.
Ryan and Shane captured
Clearly
the
sounds like
unexplained
a cough.
sound of
Yeah,
someone
it
coughing,
was a noise.
just like guests claim to have heard in the past. Could this be the spirit of William, who died of tuberculosis? Next, Ryan and Shane finally enter the actual lighthouse, which is said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity.
The best ghost evidence of all time, in my opinion, or at least some of it, has been caught right here in this little rotunda. I mean, they caught an apparition full out, just peeking over the railing.
It is said that paranormal
Talking about the Taps
investigators always have an
investigation.
experience
Yeah, I
in the
think I remember that
lighthouse
episode,
when
too.
they are alone. So to test this theory, both Ryan and Shane will be locked inside separately to investigate. Shane heads in first for his solo investigation, but he doesn't really experience much.
Of course, the
All right, so I'm
skeptic
going
doesn't.
in there, I'm going to the top,
Yeah.
and then I'm coming back down.
Yeah, that's the...
That's what you think.
It's a one-way ticket.
Yeah.
This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me. So far, no ghouls.
This is what it would look like
This
if
is
the
allegedly
Beatles
site
were
of
in
a
the
lot of
paranormal activity.
death ways or full-body apparitions. I feel nothing. I really don't. I don't get any vibes. I haven't felt anything strange all night. All right, see you later,
Wow.
dudes.
He's really not entertained by this.
It's Ryan's turn. And now, before we proceed, it should be noted here that during the building of the lighthouse, a young girl named Eliza tragically lost her life while playing at the construction site. Visitors have reported seeing a young girl in a red dress inside the lighthouse who just faded away into thin air right before their eyes.
Everyone who's gone in there has seen something, for the most part, if they've gone by themselves.
I feel like this is starting to become a Haunted Mansion skit where the ghosts feel your sympathetic vibrations and will start to manifest for you. That's what this guy's about to get.
You know what?
This guy's gonna believe her in a minute. I got a feeling.
Bye.
Oh, boy. Is there anybody in here with me right now? My name is Brian. What? Can you say my name back to me?
Eliza.
Oh my god, I just heard Eliza.
Well.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Eliza? Why do you sound like that? Oh my god, I'm panicking, here's I do hear you. Oh my god, just hard to hear me. I got
Sympathetic vibrations.
Why am I leaving? Is that what you just said? Why? Sayonara, you've had your chance.
He's out!
Oh, why am I leaving?
This is the first investigator that I actually agree with. I heard something that doesn't make sense, and I'm out of here.
Yeah, we're not gonna wait till it starts throwing desks or things at us. Yep. Why are you leaving? Yep, I'm leaving.
Yep. Voice. Random voice. Nope.
I am left.
I almost had a panic attack.
Did you? You are wet.
I said, who's up here? What's your name? And they're just so clear, just Eliza.
Ryan is freaked out as he gets some very weird direct responses on his spirit box. One of the answers being Eliza, the name of the child that passed away at the lighthouse. Now Shane, on the other hand, didn't capture anything and is completely unimpressed with the whole location. But after the video is uploaded to YouTube, many viewers pointed out that skeptical Shane might have actually caught the most compelling and absolutely chilling evidence of all.
What'd you do, Shane?
This is a high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me.
Oh, did you see it?
So
I thought that was like a figurine or a cutout.
Did you see it? Watch again.
This is a high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me.
Is that
So far, no clues.
It's a
The
something.
figure of a man can be seen standing at the bottom of the lighthouse.
so? I saw it when it was going through the first time, but I thought it was a cutout. You know how like they have in the museums, they have those black cutouts, things of that nature. So I just went right past it in my brain, thinking that's what it is. Interesting.
I didn't see it the first time.
When the footage is brightened, the man has no distinguishable features and
It's like
looks more like a
Wolverine.
black mass than a person. Now, Shane was completely alone inside the lighthouse when he filmed.
No, he wasn't.
So just who or what is this?
Curious about that
Could it
one.
be the ghost of one of the many deceased
'Cause obviously
keepers who
you
are
see
said to
it,
haunt
but-
the lighthouse? You decide.
It really looks like one of those historic cutouts of like something.
In an abandoned lighthouse, though?
The final night.
Well, it could be that they're presenting like
Alexander
some
Lavozov from
information.
Russia says that he's been living in the same apartment for over
Perhaps.
3 years.
I don't
when
know.
Suddenly and inexplicably, strange paranormal things began to happen around his home. Loud, unexplained noises would wake him up in the middle of the
They
night.
said this was Russian.
Things
didn't
around
they?
the house would move on their own, and
That's a Russian ghost right there. Like, just the TV's halfway off the stand.
Just absolutely jack that room right up. Oh my god.
The United States ghosts, we don't know if they're ghosts or standees, but the ones in Russia are moving electrical equipment.
Just picking up the TV. I don't like it. Here.
Zatkins.
scariest of all, one night when he was in bed, sound asleep, someone or something suddenly grabbed onto his wrist, squeezing hard. He jerked his arm away and lurched out of bed, searching his room. But there was no one there. He says that the paranormal activity in his apartment just increased over time.
This guy looks like he's like on the verge of losing his mind too. Like he looks like he hasn't slept.
I think the ghost has affected his sleep.
Yeah. He doesn't look chipper and
No.
lively.
Until eventually, he decided to just move out. So Alex is set to move out of his apartment the next day. But he decides to try to record the strange supernatural
One day
activity
too
one last time. This video was
One
meant to
last
be
time.
Alex's last night in his apartment. First, he sits in front of his camera and explains what's been going on in his apartment. As he's talking, he hears something strange.
Я сразу же вскочил, включил свет. Это не может не напугать.
That scared me. I don't know why.
It's just completely out of the blue. He's much calmer than I would be.
Probably because he's already moving out.
He's sitting there going, just one more day. Couldn't leave me alone for one more day.
Look at this wallpaper in Russia.
Oh.
Очень знакомый звук. Изредка я услышал, похож.
Something moves somewhere in the apartment, and Alex believes it might have been the kitchen cabinet door.
He's so
He decides to set up his
desensitized to
camera in his
random
bedroom
noises
and
now.
leaves for 2 hours to meet up
Dude,
with a friend.
I'm nervous about where this is going.
Алло? Да, сейчас приеду, а? Давай.
Alex turns off the light and leaves. But what happens while he's gone is truly bizarre.
Why would you set up the camera on, leave, and turn the lights off?
And then it turns into a spud recording.
Yeah, this looks like the home videos from Russia I was expecting.
Looks like he's recording with a potato.
8p.
Oh, door.
Okay.
He's just mad. The ghost is just mad that he didn't close his door on the way out.
Yeah, this guy's just like, close your fucking doors. I'll go away.
Very slow he is closing the door, but
Just making sure. It's like, no, we're good, open.
it's like my son. Can't decide if he wants the door open or closed. Oh. Alex returns. You returned.
I wouldn't.
Don't care if I have one more day in this bloody place. I'm out of here.
You can keep that camera.
Bet that's a beer, because he probably needs it.
Vodka.
Alex returns home and just goes to bed. The next day, he discovers that his landlord is unavailable to pick up his apartment keys. And after reviewing his footage, Alex is unsatisfied with the potato-quality video he has recorded in his dark apartment. So, he decides to stay one more night. This time leaving the camera recording, but with the lights on.
This is the
Just
last
like the
night
night
recording.
before, he goes to meet up with a friend. The camera captures something downright creepy.
Ah, thank you for leaving the light on.
It really has a thing for removing this chair. Cord is moving. You know what? It's been a joke this entire time. He's being haunted by a cat. That's what this is, a cat.
Yeah.
Playing with the cord, it's rotating the chair, it's moving the end table, closing the door, you know, bat, 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 bat.
It could be. Except, we're in the way.
Moving the door cabinet up top. Tony, it's a cat. Yeah, this is in the land of nope. Real big nope. Nopeville and get out.
Yeah.
cat. It's just, you know, bat, 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 bat.
This is in No Scout Russia.
Oh.
Alex is shocked when he comes home as he discovers that his camera has somehow flipped upside down all on its own. He grabs the camera and begins to film his thoughts on the strange situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Oh god.
Я смотрю, у нас сегодня рыбный день. Охереть вообще. Что там осталось? Слушай, ну вообще жесть.
Waiting for it.
Ну что могу сказать? Это был последний день, поэтому мы уже...
Oh, that was half a guy. Did you see that? Oh.
Oh my god.
А, до усрачки. Ее.
I just about jumped out of this chair.
Это можно вообще...
Oh my goodness.
О, бля.
Oh.
A pair of legs can be seen standing
Look
right
at
behind
that.
Alex in the doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before
Oh,
Alex can
oh
even
my
turn
God.
around.
That is...
So,
That
now
is just
capture proof of the paranormal and is...
Look at that.
I thought it was a chair.
I did too. I thought it was like a towel or, you know, something. And then when it panned down and I saw the feet, I was like, oh my God.
Like my brain stopped for a minute.
Dude, literally hairs are standing on end right now. That is, oh my God.
Viewer,
How did he stay in that room?
It must not have been the first time he's seen that.
If it was, I would have been out the window. I would have been exiting out the nearest opening to that building.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done, but it would have not have been stay there.
Yeah, unbelievable. That is...
Like, you come in and there's, like, stuff everywhere. Like, I would have almost thought a burglar was in there.
Yeah.
There's stuff all over the place. Half a guy in there. Where's the other half of the guy?
What's going on?
Opening my kitchen cabinets.
Good God, that is terrifying.
That's one of the most... so I've never heard Nuke say absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. I can't think of another time I've heard him say that. That was absolutely horrifyingly terrifying. That
is
wow.
one of the scariest things I've seen in a Nuke's video.
Yeah, that's probably up there for sure.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
That was number 4.
Let's see what number 3, 2, and 1 have to say about this.
I had to go grab a bedpan.
Ethan Budzinski was on a family vacation in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania when strange things
Get back to
happen
safe
in his rented
United States.
Airbnb home. Late one night, Ethan and his family hear the sound of a baby crying from somewhere in the house. Now, Ethan's 2 young nephews are asleep in bed upstairs, so he immediately runs up to check on them, only to find that they are both quietly asleep in bed. This occurs several times. Ethan hears crying, then goes upstairs to find the children quietly asleep. So the next time Ethan hears the crying, he pulls out his phone and starts recording.
I hear it there, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was clearly...
Yeah, it's clearly a child. Is he saying he's about to climb up the dark hole?
I think that's just where he's hearing it from.
If he goes up that ladder, that is a braver man than I.
No, I'm turning this video off because that guy's not going back. That's where the half the other man came from in the other video. There he goes. No.
No.
Tease.
Did you hear it, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went up there and he was sound asleep.
Okay, that's what I heard.
Going up the stairway. Go. these kids sleep with all these lights on?
I used to sleep with lights on.
Really?
The eerie sound of a child crying can indeed be heard coming from somewhere upstairs. Both Ethan and a family member hear the sound, but when he heads upstairs to check, just like before, the children are fast asleep and not making a sound. So just where is this strange, unexplained crying coming from?
Yeah, that's clear.
What do you think? Down in the comments. A British Nuke Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, we'll call her Jen, says that she had a chilling experience that wasn't paranormal, but was terrifying nonetheless. And as I've personally always said on this channel, real people can be much scarier than anything supernatural. So late one night around midnight, Jen starts receiving messages from a guy on Facebook. At first she plays along, but the messages from the stranger just get creepier and creepier. I'll correct some of the typos and slang and save you from listening to me doing a terrible British accent, but what you see on screen are the actual messages. So, at one point, the guy suddenly writes, "Well, since you're up, can I come and meet you then? Yes, I am mental. I'm on my way down to your house. I'll ring when I'm outside." Thinking he's joking, Jen laughs it off, writing back, "You don't even know where I live." And then the guy starts trying to creepily call her on Facebook, because it turns out that he does actually know exactly where she lives. He types, "You live next to my granny's house on the corner." Then he continues to call her, and things go from bad to worse, because he actually shows up right in front of her house. "Don't make me knock, please," he messages. "I'm outside the center window right now."
Fine.
Jen is now understandably completely freaked out. She tells the guy that she is not coming out under any circumstances, but he won't take no for an answer. "Is that your window at the front? How do I get in your back garden?" Jen replies, "You don't," and ends the conversation. But it did not end there. Jen says the disturbed young man stood in front of her house for almost 2 hours. He eventually left after her family members went outside and told him to leave or they would call the police.
I would have just called the police.
Is either be careful of who you talk to online, or simply Facebook sucks.
That is creepy and terrifying.
Susan's Courtside Cafe in Kissimmee.
Terrifying video. I'm just confused why it was in a Nuke's top 5.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Doesn't necessarily fit. Obviously, it's scary, but...
Yeah, and also why everyone should, consider self-defense.
Yeah.
Protection at your house. Because there's a lot of creepy people like that out there.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
And you're not hard to find. No one's hard to find these days.
Florida was originally built in 1912, and over most of the last 100 years, the building was actually a small home for many families and individuals.
Disney around
Locals believe that the building the cafe is in is haunted by the spirits of its former residents. Workers at the cafe say that they often hear unexplained noises while working late at night, and both the staff and visitors claim to have seen bizarre shadow figures throughout the restaurant.
Okay.
Nuke's top 5 viewer Valerie Ann says that she went on a Halloween ghost tour in Kissimmee that stopped at the allegedly haunted Susan's Courtside Cafe, and it seems that the rumors of paranormal activity might be true. Valerie caught this strange footage.
Sorry. And they said they closed.
Whoa.
They heard it open. Really?
Oh wow.
Did you see
Is that a mirror?
No.
It's
What
a
is
little
that?
hard to make out, but a dark figure
Yeah.
seems to quickly pass through the cafe dining room before just disappearing.
Interesting.
Someone in the tour group mentions it, but Valerie Ann is shocked when she discovers that she actually caught the apparition on camera. She says that she has no idea who or what this mysterious figure could be.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
What?
That moves very weirdly.
What do you think?
Definitely
The home
human-like.
of the Jinn.
Yeah.
One of the OG Saudi
Oh,
door-kicking
these
ghost
Jinns.
hunters that I
Yeah.
first featured on
Some
this
of these
channel,
videos are
Adventurer Allah, is back
unbelievably
with an
creepy.
all-new
Some of the
YouTube channel.
screams.
Yeah.
In this live stream, Allah goes to investigate a large abandoned building that is said to be haunted by an evil presence, or Jinn. As he broadcasts his exploration live, things take a terrifying turn.
يا جماعة أي شيء أنا ما أشوفه على طول على الخاص. بسم الله. بسم الله. الله أكبر.
Just trying to get a little breeze in here. Good. Check all four corners of the room. You missed a corner.
That wasn't in the corner.
It is now.
That is the correct response.
There's no power in the building. The ceiling fan begins to rotate on its own. Then a heavy table falls over right behind Allah. Freaked out, he runs away, retreating to a different section of the large building. But little does Allah
Yeah,
know
retreat
things
to the
are about
outside
to
section
get
of the large
even
building.
creepier.
I'd have relocated to a different section to that large country.
Nowhere near this house.
Yeah, way far out.
Here.
حسبي الله. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. له ما في
I was about to
السماوات
say, is that
وما
a
في الأرض.
person?
من الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه. يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم. ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء. وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض. ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. الدور اختفى.
Oh. Door's closed now. Or door's moving now.
إن كان في هذا المكان سحر فابطله. الله أكبر.
So tell Allah what's up. That's the last place I'd be going, brother.
Yeah. Let me go towards the disembodied figure.
Oh, I saw it throw like a dust ball or something out there.
في أحد في المكان؟ بسم الله.
Oh my.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض.
Holy crap.
من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه. يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم. ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء. وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض.
Why are you
Terrifying
going?
dark mist-like figure can be seen in a doorway.
Oh.
And a pair of crutches aggressively flies across the room right in front of the terrified explorer. He investigates the area, but nothing there. The mysterious dark mist
That
has
is-
simply disappeared.
Yeah, nothing there. It's an airborne
It's
crutch.
not over yet.
Oh, it's not done.
بسم الله. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر
That
فابطله.
would have been done.
اللهم إن كان في سحر مدفون فابطله. اللهم إن كان في سحر معقود فابطله. في صوت في صوت في صوت. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Missed something. Oh, the plate.
أعوذ
Air traffic control, this is Crutch. Air traffic control, this is Crutch. We are ready for takeoff. Fan, I was close. There it is.
Leave.
It is telling you to leave.
I don't know what that is in Arabic,
falls off the
but
table on its
leave.
own. Then another ceiling fan begins to rotate, and a large heavy closet moves as if pushed by some powerful unseen force.
That is, it's telling you to leave. Leave the building.
After that, he's had about enough.
Only
Allah
now?
decides to just
About
get out
enough?
of there and ends his live stream.
Okay. Good
So
on
did
you.
adventurer Allah capture a real haunting by a terrifying jinn?
Would it be in live stream?
Or is it all
I just don't
just
know how
a
you
very
fake that
elaborate
specifically.
hoax? You decide.
And when someone starts chucking medical recovery equipment at you, it doesn't have great intentions.
No, it might be trying to give you a sign that it wants to put you into the hospital to use this medical recovery
Yeah, it's like,
equipment.
stay here, you might need these.
Yeah,
that's
here,
why we
take
got
this,
them.
Take it.
Return to the Red House. Paranormal investigator Kevin Barranco from the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto returns to explore the historic La Casa Colorada, or the Red House, in Guadalajara, Mexico. The house was built in 1923, and it is said that the remote and secluded location became a place where cults performed dark rituals. Those brave enough to explore the old house claim to have seen witches, demons, and even the skeletal female figure of Santa Muerte, a Mexican saint who is said to wear a long cloak and be the personification of death itself. Now, 2 months ago...
This is the resume of the house that they just described. And you're going to go investigate that? No.
Oh, I featured Kevin's first visit to the Red House years ago. While exploring the house with his friends, the group captured something that they simply couldn't explain.
Previously.
Hay frases, no sé, quizás unas por vandalismo, otras por sectas. La verdad es que no desconocemos el significado, la verdad es que no queremos saber sobre ello. Aquí hace mucho frío, ¿eh?
Yeah, some dude on the right hand side figure.
Aquí hace mucho frío, ¿eh?
Yeah, yeah, right across.
Hace bastante.
I do remember this video now.
Hace bastante.
Cut to 2 years later. After many requests from his fans, paranormal investigator Kevin returns to the quote, Red House, in hopes of capturing even more paranormal evidence. But this time, he decides to go back all alone. As you might guess,
number one,
it did not
all
go well.
Alone.
Kevin sets up several static cameras around the house. Then he lights 3 candles and starts to ask questions to who or whatever.
Does this guy
may be
walk out of
haunting the
here?
abandoned home. Kevin
This
is
is the
using
Ouija
an
board.
English Spirit Box app and translates the responses to Spanish. Before long, very strange things start to happen.
Voy a utilizar Scarlett.
Red.
¿Podrías hacerme daño? True.
There's a lot of decent sized rocks in that room.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tossed.
You might want to be a little bit more mobile than sitting the way you are, Jack.
Yeah.
No sé qué es True. Lo voy a buscar. Lanzar. Ay, cabrón.
As Kevin repeats the word throw in Spanish, a heavy piece of
Just
rubble
throw
is
me.
suddenly thrown off the edge of a large hole in the wall.
Look at
Kevin
that.
grabs his
It's
camera
so
and walks through the
unnatural
building
how
in
it
search of
felt.
anything
Yeah.
paranormal.
Oh. That was a heck of a thud. sounded like there was a voice there. What's going on with the light?
What the hell is that? Oh.
Oh, no.
I thought he was pointing at something specifically.
Missing.
Oh, something went in that door.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Just the tail end of something.
Oh god, the shadow.
Not freaking cool, dude.
The ghost hunter's light begins to fail. Then he hears a noise and turns. Without knowing it at the time, he captures something strange in the darkness, quickly darting out of sight. Soon after, Kevin's camera begins to malfunction and things take an even more terrifying turn.
Mi cámara está trabada. Y vean, vean. Vean esto. Mi cámara está trabada. Está trabada.
Just waiting for the ghost to the left, ghost to
Está
the right.
completamente trabada, vean. Lo voy a apagar. No. Ven. Ahí se apagó, pero sigue trabada. ¿Me quieres hacer daño?
Sí.
Voy a cambiarla. Voy a sacarle la pila. Ya.
That is quite a whale. Something's about to go south.
Oh, I saw something creep back around.
Oh,
there it was.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like a robe.
why is it so low though?
Kevin's camera completely locks up.
It's almost like the tail end of someone's robe and they're turning around.
Can be
Yeah, but it
heard,
seems so
followed
rigid.
by the mysterious voice of a woman.
Ya.
I don't know how he's staying in this place. I would be so far gone.
I never would have been here to start with.
Yeah.
He goes to investigate and captures what appears to be the same mysterious cloaked figure that the Archivo Extinto team captured just 2 years earlier. Kevin searches the building and the grounds, but he doesn't find anyone or anything. When his equipment continues to malfunction repeatedly, he decides he's had enough.
Yep.
He packs up and just gets out of there. So could it be that Kevin captured the apparition of Santa Muerte, the cloaked Lady of Death? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full 3-part investigation over on the YouTube channel, Archivo Extinto. Thanks for watching.
Well, that one with the half body, that one is one of the scariest videos I think I've ever seen him post from the standpoint of that.
That takes the cake easily for me in this video.
Yeah. There's only one that comes to mind that I think scared me, like, just made me want to jump up out of this chair, and it's the one where there's the woman in the cave, and it's just a face. And maybe we can watch that in a different video if you haven't seen it. But, anyway, so, once again, this is Nuke's Top 5. Please, go subscribe to his channel. And also, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to our channel here. Like, hit that notification bell. And also, leave us a comment down below. We're just starting this channel off, so we want some feedback. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. What would you like to see more of? Would you like us to try something else different? So, anyway, we'll catch you all next time. Thank you all for joining us.
Bye, y'all.